Hello, ladies, and welcome to the Root and Rise Part 2 workshop. I am so excited to be running this for all of us because this is something that is very personal to me because I know I need this. And I know many of you need this too because of all the pressures that we go through and just releasing. Um, Today we have a special guest, so help me welcome Chas Young. Um,
Hi.
so yeah, last time we did a more like meditative and visualizing, releasing those emotions out of our bodies, so that they can just float away, or just dissipate. Um, right now we are going to be more physical, so let's get wild. Let's get this wild feminine energy in here. And Chas will help us release those emotions through EFT, which is something that I never did. And well, maybe once or twice when I was in somebody else's workshop, but I know it can really deeply help you release those emotions. So I'm showing all those different modalities to you so that you can choose whatever feels great in your body, whatever feels good to you, so you can use it later on. And feel free to reach out to Chas if you resonate with that solution. Um, so yeah, Chas, why don't you tell us a couple of words about yourself?
Yeah, I live in, thanks for letting me be here. This is fantastic. And it's early on a Saturday morning. So I have more of a manly voice because it's 8 o'clock and I was out late last night. Anyways, so yeah, I live in Western Canada and I came across EFT like in early when I first really dove into it was like when COVID started in early 2020. And because I was like watching the news and talking with people and all the things, and my stress level and anxiety level was like off the charts. Like I couldn't watch TV without like having a panic attack. Um, and anxiety is like a lifelong kind of friend of mine and I didn't want to feel that way because it was getting really dark and really heavy in my body. And coincidentally, I was also in a business program at the time, and I was like super frustrated, like, why aren't I making the money? Blah, 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 blah. And she's like, well, just like you're doing all the things, you just need to focus on being. And I was like, I don't even know what that means.
Mhm.
And so now I've learned that like it's experiencing your emotions is being and focusing on yourself and so combine that with like COVID and releasing stress and anxiety. I don't know, I feel more calm and grounded and centered, and and like EFT is a tool that I can use in a car when I'm driving. I can use it like when I'm at the mall, or I can use it like even when I'm working with clients. And so or watching the TV or whatever. And so like now I can watch the news without like losing my mind. I can like and feel like I'm just more present with my family. And my kids are older. They're 19 and 20 now, but and I know a lot of people here have younger kids. And so stress is the real hard thing, and emotions are a real hard thing because as women, we've been I'm going on a tangent instead of just introducing myself. Um, but as women, we're kind of taught like to be strong and and hold it all together, stuff our emotions down like a sausage so that we can, our kids don't need to see that stuff, right? And so we hide our emotions and it builds up and builds up. And this is what led me to EFT, was that like all the emotions were building up in my body, like my body was starting to get really sore. And so it's like it was just like you need to release these emotions. And so I came across EFT and it's like and hypnosis, and then both have been like incredibly healing tools for me. And so today I do want to teach you how to do it so that you can do it on yourself, on your own. And it's also really helpful for kids as well. So yeah, go ahead. That's me.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And thank you for being here and doing it with us. Okay. So last time we focused on that mom guilt and also a little bit about on frustration. So what are the emotions that we are bringing today? Feel free to unmute and let us know. For me, it's definitely frustration. Like this is what I've been holding for the past like 6 weeks or something, and unable to release because of the outside environment and not able to process that. So that's what I'm releasing today. What about you?
I actually know a little bit about EFT, only because a friend of mine, she took some classes and she would, kind of do it. And I was like, oh, can we do it for children? Because I have a 5-year-old, an 11-year-old, and a 21-year-old. So, she was like, yeah. So I was like, hey, buddy, like what. And I did a little bit with a friend, but for me, it's it's kind of, I guess it would be fear, but I really don't believe that it's how do I explain it? It's nothing it's currently happening. I think it's actually stored from a long time ago. Because as I've been on my spiritual path and I've kind of been aware of so many things, I realized that the things that I thought it was from, like a loud noise or my cat or like whatever, that even when those things are gone, then the feeling is still there. It's mostly like in the middle of the night. Um, so I think it's just stored from I'm sure, growing up, there was some kind of panicky thing. So I've just been kind of working through that a little bit.
Can I ask a little, can I ask a question? Is that okay?
Sure, of course. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm open.
So what would you say is the fear? What is the fear of?
You know, I don't really know. Like I said, so just to give a really short background, I'm a very, very light sleeper. Like a fly
Mhm.
moves and I'm like, what was that? Right. Um, So I always thought, because we have animals and I've had animals my entire life, that it was them. Oh, somebody wants out. Oh, my dog's shifting in her bed. Oh, the cats are scratching at the door, right? Like all those types of things. So I was very like on high alert. And then one night I put all four of them outside. So there was nothing, right? And this feeling was still there. And my husband's like, well, and that's interesting. So obviously that's already kind of built in. It has nothing to do with them or anything else, right? So yeah, I don't really know. Like to be honest, it's really been kind of um I don't know. I
Mhm.
mean, I could tell you what it is, like psychologically. As I studied psychology in college, but I've since shifted to spirituality. But growing up, we were constantly being yelled at, like every which way we turn. I mean, you're always waiting for the shoe to drop, right? In fact, a lot of times, even in the middle of the night, like they would come in literally like you're trying to sleep, like throw on the light and like, hey, let's find something wrong with you, right? Screaming at you. And so you couldn't really rest, like ever in
Mhm.
a sense, right? So I guess it's that. Um, that's the only thing that I could think of.
Mhm. Mhm. Um, can I share my screen? Can you make it
I think I'll
available
have
for me to
to.
share?
I think yeah. How do I? Oh, there it
Usually if
is.
you go to share,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Everyone. Okay. Now you should be able to do that.
yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I just got a new computer, and so now I haven't, I have to set that all up on my computer. Okay, well, we're not doing that then. Okie dokie. Anyways, it's called the emotional wheel. And so I was just gonna, you can Google it if you want. It's the emotional wheel, because most of us can't name like more than 5 emotions. And so this wheel of emotions kind of just like helps you get more specific on the specific emotion that you're feeling. And so that's how we can help then tap it away. If we get real specific on that. So for example,
Yeah, I actually
like
have
if
it
we go,
taped up in my kids' room. If you can, I can actually.
amazing,
I literally printed out your
amazing.
laminated and put it up on their wall.
That is so great, because like teaching your kids how to be like emotionally aware, because like half the time their frustration comes from like not being able to put words to what they're feeling. So wow, that is
Yeah.
amazing. But if we look at frustration, are there any other words, Natalia, around frustration that maybe resonate with you to get more specific on, maybe there's a deeper emotion there for you? What do you
Me?
think? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like disappointment, feeling of stuckness.
Okay. Stuck.
Got it.
Yeah. Ah,
Yeah.
there it is.
Sweet. That's awesome. Um, yeah, there's also like kid-friendly ones too that have like the happy faces and whatnot. Um, okay, so yeah, I'm just looking for additional words to use that we can use while tapping. So even let's say Amber with the fear, what is an emotion on the other side that you would like to feel? Like, what's the
Oh,
more positive feeling that you would like to experience?
peace, calmness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Natalia?
Oh, I
What would be
like
the
to
opposite of
feel,
frustration?
yeah, that would be like flow. Um, Peace too. But like being being taken care of. Like I don't have to take care of
Oh,
others.
yeah.
Like things happening
Um,
just by themselves, like without my effort. Not efforting. Like yeah, so that frustration would be efforting. And the opposite would be that flow, that ease, um that being carried
mhm.
by the river, like the Abraham Hicks talks about the river that we are trying to swim upstream rather than downstream. So I want that feeling of being carried downstream.
I love that. I love that. So our flow today is like, we're going to start with tapping away the negative emotions, and then we're going to go into the music section, and then we'll restate we'll tap back in the positive statements that we want. Um, so should I go ahead and start leading us
Yeah,
through the EFT? Okay.
go ahead.
Okay. So, all right. So just get comfy in your chair. You can do eyes open, eyes closed, doesn't really matter. I would say like eyes open so you can see like where I'm tapping. But whatever helps you connect to your body more. And plant your feet on the ground. Take a deep breath in. Feel the shoulders up, and then exhale, drop them. Okay, breathe in, lifting the shoulders up. And exhale, drop them. One more time. Breathe in, lifting the shoulders up, and drop them. All right. On a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the highest, I would like you to write down on a piece of paper how you would rate yourself in that current negative emotion. So if it's frustration, are you at a 10? Or are you at a 6 or whatever it is? just write that number down because we're going to come back to that, because ideally we're going to get down to a 0 or a 1. And so maybe you don't have a real pressing emotion right now, like in this moment, and that's okay. We can still tap away, because your subconscious might bring up some emotions as we go. And so write down what it is, and then start with me. We're going to just start tapping. You can use 2 or 3 fingers just on the karate chop part of your hand, and repeat after me. Even though I feel blank, frustrated, or whatever the feeling is, I deeply love and accept myself.
Even though I
Even
feel
though,
frustrated, I
yeah,
Does it matter what hand?
nope, it doesn't matter what hand at all.
Okay, cool.
No. Cool. Okay, again, even though I feel frustrated, repeat, I deeply love and accept myself. Yeah, and you can repeat either in your head or out loud, it doesn't matter. Okay, and again, even though I feel frustrated, I deeply love and accept myself. Okay, take a deep breath in, breathe in the good shit, and breathe out the bullshit. Okay, so now we're gonna tap along our meridian points. So there's one, like you're gonna feel like a little, if you're right on the top of your head, it's gonna feel like a little prickly, a little bit more sensitive. So if you can find that area that's just a little bit more sensitive, same with, I gotta take my glasses off. It'll be like straight from the corner of your eye onto your eyebrow. There's like a little bit of a sensitive area on your corner of your eyebrow. And again, you can do both hands, you can do one side, other side, it doesn't matter. Another one is on the corner of your eye, right on the eye socket bone. There's a meridian point there. And again, if you're looking straight ahead, right under your iris of the eye, right in the middle on your eye socket bone again, there, right between your nose and your lip, there, your chin, right at the top of your chin. Collarbone is kind of like your clavicle goes in, and it's right on the corner of the clavicle. There's you'll find a point, depending on where your anatomy is, it's further or farther apart. Find that point, and then right under your armpit where there's like nipple line, bra line, right there, you'll feel a part, a little sensitive spot. So now we're going to just repeat the negative emotions, starting at the top of your head. Just tap along and repeat, I feel frustrated. Corner of the eye. I feel a lot of fear. Corner of the eye. I feel disappointed. Under the eye. I feel stuck. Under the nose. I have this fear of disappointing others and myself. Corner of the chin. I am frustrated. Collarbone. I feel frustrated that things aren't happening how I want them to happen. Under the arm. I feel stuck and limited in my creativity. Top of the head. I just feel frustrated. I feel this big sense of frustration in my body. Corner of the eye. I feel frustrated. Under the eye. I feel disappointed. Under the nose. I feel fear. Chin. I feel a lot of fear. Collarbone. I feel a whole rainbow of fears under the arm. I feel frustrated. Okay, so take a deep breath in. Breathe it all out. Now, rate yourself on a scale of 0 to 10. And how are you feeling? Feel free to share what number you're at now and how much closer to 0 you are. You can write it in the chat if you would like.
When you first said rate it, I was thinking, well, I'm not fearful right now. But like you said, just do it, and I did. But I can tell that there was a little residual because now I feel way more calm. So I
More
mean, this
calm.
is
Yeah,
pretty close to 0 as I
cool.
can get. I feel like, yeah.
Fantastic. Did any other emotions come up? Because sometimes when I've done this with other people, sometimes different emotions have come up, or they felt really bad about like putting time towards those negative emotions. And so then there's like this feeling of guilt and shame of like giving light to that, because like in the manifestation world, we're like, don't talk the negative because then you attract the negative, right? And so we've kind of been told that, but in doing that, we're stuffing those emotions down. So in giving light to any negative emotions that you are experiencing, you're just allowing to come out so that they can be released. So emotional freedom technique. So how's the frustration level, little Natalia?
So I rated it at 6 at first. Because I've been like started moving through that around Easter now. It like so it was about 6 when it started. Then I'm right now it's about 5. So it's slightly
Okay.
better, not much, but slightly better.
Yeah. And so then we would just do it again, even just saying like, I feel frustrated. So I want you to just pay attention to the words of like, I feel. And then later when we replace them with positive affirmations, then it's I am. So you're going to lead us through that later. But it's like, I feel. So this is what you can do in the middle of the night, even. You can wake up and be like, I feel scared. Like, I feel scared. I feel scared, like just that. Like, it doesn't have to go deep. You're just like bringing it up because it's woken you up for some reason. So it's like, let's just bring that up. And so, yeah, and then just like being open to what other emotions might come up. So then normally I would say, let's just keep doing that and releasing and keep tapping the negative emotion until you're down to like a 0 or a 1. But I know you have a glorious exercise for us to do. And so why don't you take over now?
Okie dokie. So we will have to stand up. Or you can stay seated at first and just follow what your body will be telling you. So we will move a little bit. It will be very gentle and just following your body, following as we tuned into those emotions. Now we will be trying to release them, not releasing them through the movement that our body is guiding us through. So we will start gently. I will play the music. I need to share this. You hear the music now?
Yeah.
So you will see the very small picture of me, but you don't have to look at me. You just follow my voice and just tune into the music. So just stand firmly on your 2 feet and just tune into the music and the sound and feel your body. and in your breath. So as you breathe in, you may start raising your hands over your head. Keep your breath for as long as it feels natural to you. And when you feel like breathing out, just move your hands lower, open your chest, and then release and melt. And again, breathe in by raising your hands. Stay up there for as long as your body tells you, and then just lower your hands, opening your chest, and then just melt. Repeat that in your own timing. You can deepen the melt, like leaning lower and lower as your body feels more and more relaxed. Now come back to center when you finish this one. Still tuned into your breath. Just let us try to just move the shoulders and the chest. So open your chest as you breathe in. Move your head towards the sky, like soaking in the energy of the universe. And as you breathe out, move your shoulders forward and connect with the energy of the earth. So breathe in and breathe out. As you are at the lower position and you want to move up, you might want to move your shoulders a little bit so they just get more of that gentle, light flexibility. And then go down. You can move your arms, your hands in a way that speaks to you. You can add some hand movements. So now let's reach for the sky as we breathe in, adding the hand movement in the way just like your body is guiding you. And then breathe out, go down. And again, breathe in, go up. You can step gently to one side or the other if your feet feel like stepping on the sides, just to get a little lower when you breathe out. And then go back and reach to the sky, to the sun. And now let's tune more into our emotional state right now, how we are feeling. And feel that emotion that we want to release. Feel the fear, feel the frustration, feel the anger. Frustration is very close to anger. Fear is often covered up by anger. And anger is easier to release than others. It's like a cover-up emotion for all the other stuff we are stuffing. So right now, we are gathering this emotional energy and to like shake it off. So let it flow through your hands and shake it off. And stomp your feet as you do that. I'm not going to stomp louder because I'm not sure if the sound won't be too hard on the microphone. But you can use all your strength to stomp, just to release that. I knocked out of my earphones. And then again, let's reach and reconnect. Let's reach and release. Reach, release. Reach. And just tune with that feminine sway, that energy that moves through our bodies. We need to feel into the body to allow this emotion to flow and get removed while flowing. Because well, everything needs to flow. If we get so fixated on one emotion and get stuck, then it stops the flow of all the other things. For the musical cue, because there was that one part that I found very useful when that release comes. I'm not sure if it hasn't already like. I think I missed it. I got too much into my body and didn't hear the musical cue. So just let's release all the residue of that we. Okay, so it's. So now let's go back to center after we have like removed all that energy. Negative emotional energy stored. So I want you to stand like with your hands right like this. I don't know if you can see that. So your palms facing to the front. And let's reconnect. Calm your breath. Your spine is now straight. Your head is with the top, the meridian point that you talked about, facing the sky, your feet planted on the ground. And now the energy from the universe is passing down through your body, from your crown, through all of your chakras, down into the ground, reaching the energy of the earth, the energy of Gaia. And the energy of the earth is passing through your body from down underneath your feet, through your feet, your root, all of your chakras, and leaving your body through the crown and reaching the universe. Your body is a conduit of that magical energy that combines the earth and the universe. And our hands, our fingers are also like um, energetic highways, and they're all connected to Mother Earth right now. So imagine like the vines shooting from your fingers into the ground. So you are deeply grounded, rooted, held, and supported by unlimited love of Mother Gaia right now. She once told me when I was going through a really difficult, angry time, I asked her, is that sacred feminine rage? And she said, I know no rage. I know no anger. I just am. So she just is. And we are just like that because we are all her children. The core of our being, in the core of our being, we just are. We just be. And in this beingness, we are always safe, always in flow, always carried, always supported, always nourished, always safe, always in flow, always supported, always nourished. So you can stay here for as long as your body's telling you. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes and come back to the 3D world. How are you feeling right now? I don't know if you're talking to us or outside of the chat, but both of you are muted.
Sorry, my husband had to use our office. He's starting his workshop in like 15 minutes. So I'm in the living room with all the kids.
Okay. Peaceful and flow. Okay. So, Chas, you wanted us to write those I am statements right now after this exercise?
Yeah, that would be great. So if you could write some, like you repeated some of those in that flow at the end, but like just write down as many as you can. Like try to do like at least 10. I am peace. I am calm. I am in flow. I am taken care of. I am safe. I am supported. I don't know, write down whatever positive, like those I ams. It's like this is your state of being that you can choose at any moment. And when you're done that, or as you're doing that, I would like you, this is called an anchoring technique, to just like visualize a time where you are, where you feel peace. Visualize a time where you feel calm, So go back to that place of where you felt, when you felt peace and calmness. Go back to that place. What did you see? What did you hear? And what did you feel in that time? And then I would like you to take a finger and push on your knuckle. And this is called anchoring in that feeling. I'm going to anchor in that peace, that visual. So at any time you don't feel that, you can push on your knuckle. And now slightly release and let your finger float up. Okay. And so that's called anchoring. So at any time where you, like, let's say you're having a real stressful moment, your kids are like all like going nutso, I would encourage you to then you can just push on your knuckle and that feeling of peace will come back to you. And so that's one little tip. And then we can tap through and put into our subconscious those positive affirmations so that they don't just stay in our head, but they get into our beingness, our knowingness, our identity. So just follow along with me, starting at the top of the head again. We're just going to tap in. And so you can repeat whatever positive words that you have. I have what you had said before, but repeat whatever affirmations you wrote down. So you can do a different word every time. So I am peace. Corner of the eyebrow. I am calm. Corner of the eye. I am in flow. Under the eye. I am being taken care of. Under the nose. I am safe. Chin. I am supported. Collarbone. I am secure. Under the arm. I am peace. We're going to do that one more time with just one word. So just pick one word and repeat that. I am. Eyebrow. I am peace. Corner of the eye. I am peace. Under the eye. I am peace. Under the nose. I am peace. Chin. I am peace. Collarbone. I am peace. Under the arm. I am peace. Okay, take a deep breath in. Push down on that knuckle one more time. Just hold it there for a couple seconds. And slowly release. Amazing. Good job. How do you feel?
Very peaceful.
Okay, Amber.
I'm ready to
Go on.
start my day.
I know. I know. I was just thinking that too. Like, what a great way to start my day. What time is it there, Amber? Where are you?
I'm in the US, so it's about 10 minutes to 10 a.m.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. So you're in Central time?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. I'm in Mountain. So it is a great way to start off the day and choosing peace. Like just reminding yourself, I can choose peace. So when you want to lose your shit on your kids, I am choosing peace. Like for me, my anchor is like sitting in a kayak floating down a river. Like, so that's like my happy place. And so when I feel highly anxious, I can do that, ground into that. And so, yeah, so that's all I have for you.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was really incredible. I feel um much more grounded and calmer and more held and supported. So yeah, it was really amazing. Thank you so much. I will just stop the recording now when I find the button.